Kudos Channel TV, creating a platform of expression for every woman.
Hello Nigeria, good day. This is a special program, Empower Women in Nigeria, organized by National Women Business Group, NAWORG, in international collaboration with CIPE, Center for International Private Enterprise, Washington DC, United States of America. It's a 2-day special program whereby we are putting in everything intensely possible to enlighten our women on how to access loan, how to go about it, what manner of loan to access, and what is just entitled to us, how we need to have a loan.
Government must make it easier for all of us to access loans, because that is the only way we can help the MSMEs to grow. If you access loans, then in time you can make your entrepreneurship to grow at the right time and thus helping the gross domestic product of our country. So what do we expect today? We're expecting that there will be training and capacity building and also workshop on our women, enlightening them, educating them on how do we proceed from there by bringing in all those stakeholders, the banks, the business women group, the CIPE representative, NAWORG, every one of us, and the women themselves. Let them learn how to tackle all this. We will tell them our challenges, even the banks, central bank, commercial banks, and other banks that are women friendly. Some of them are women friendly, but we want to let them know there is need for us now to sit down at this 21st century and move women forward. Let's have more women in the MSMEs. We want to move some of them from informal to formal. These are the areas they can go through, and the only thing that can hinder them is finance. So we want to see how we can break down the barrier, the wall, everything that is disturbing our women from attaining this goal of having access to the loan.
I know that this is the third in the series of quite a number of wonderful things that you have done with CIPE.
Yes.
Is it going to be just one day event or how many days event?
This is 2 days event, of which today is the training and also the capacity building of rubbing minds together, having our banks to tell us which way can we go, what can we do. Then tomorrow it will be a roundtable conference whereby we have other areas of the government coming together with us and other important dignitaries in your state coming to town and say, yes, we have heard what you have said, and that's why we put it on the radio, we put it on the television, we put it on the jingles, and we are online now, where we want to say a big thank you to CIPE for sponsoring this program for the benefit of our women, and we know definitely it will go a long way for our women to empower them to access loans. Build up a woman, you have already built up a nation, and that is when you say train a woman, you train a nation. Now empower a woman and empower the nation.
Any special message for Nigerian women out there watching you? I'm not talking about lazy ones. Nigerian women, entrepreneur, hard worker, watching us.
Even the lazy ones should wake up. We are going to wake. This movement now is going to wake the lazy ones up.
It's a movement.
It's a movement that nobody should be lazy at this 21st century. And for the hard workers, I say continue working hard, because good, better, best. I will never rest until my good is better and my better best. Yes, we
Thank you
can.
so much. I've been speaking with one of the greatest educationists of our time, Iyalode Alaba Oluwaseun, a wonderful, successful woman, a resource individual. She has invested hugely in Nigerian women and children, including me. Come along and enjoy this practice.
Thank you, Yinka.
Thank you so much.
God bless you for taking up the media of this great association. God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yes, we can.
We made it.
Yes, we can.
I made it. On behalf of Association of Nigerian Women Business Network, I would like to welcome you. On behalf of our energetic and enigmatic global combination, Iyalode Alabano, on improving access to finance for women in Nigeria. And we find it is especially talked about is elevating the living standard of Nigerian women, elevating the living standard of an ordinary Nigerian woman in the streets. They have been with Nasim and the biggest, because without money, we can't achieve nothing, especially women. Women have been taught change in a lot of areas. We have been denying those wonderful and beautiful positions that are entitled to. Who says that Nigerian women cannot be Nigerian president tomorrow? Who says that we can't have the office of the first man? The first ever to be the first female African president of the country. So I'd like to welcome you to this wonderful program. The program is for 3 days actually, because we started yesterday. The press conference in Lagos, and today the workshop. We feel we need to know how to access this law, because we are entitled to it. Okay? So people are just taking the money, and then they're telling the whole world that we have been empowered. No, we are here to be empowered. We want to take our dues because we need it. We are entitled to get it. That's what the training is for today. And then there will be a follow-up tomorrow. Therefore, I'd like to welcome you, and as we do that, I'm not a teacher, though the global component is a teacher, the trained teacher, but I am not. Therefore, the group has sought professors and the cooperation of resource persons to enlighten us and let us know. From financial institutions, we have partners, men of silver and caliber, those that have put in years of experience in the banking industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to invite to the item our resource person. Let me smile. Everybody. Mr. Adina, the third is going to be Kano, Northern Region, and the very last is Passport Territory, Abuja. So back to that. We have with us the President of the Chamber of Commerce. So we are able to use this way to apply one individual that has never been achieved before now. And then the first African, the first Nigerian female president of Awasi. Our ability to access loans that we're entitled to in Nigeria, courtesy of Center for International Private Enterprise, CIPE, in support of Association of Nigerian Women Business Network, and of course Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industries, Mines and Agriculture. Now, join me as I introduce and hand over the baton to the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Engineer Spoiler Alapa, for the welcome. Thank you. We are going to go with it now. The presentation is holding in 4 centers. The curtain raiser is here in Oyo. The second one is holding soon. Next week perhaps in Oyo State, the third Kano State, and of course the last in Abuja. We have here men, women of Timber and Caliber, wonderful entrepreneurs that have put in so much to business and growth of entrepreneurship in this country. We've had the first presentation, that is the welcome address by the President of Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, and next will be
the Chambers of Commerce, Engineer Ismail Alapa. I want to thank you today because you are making history internationally. Yes, God bless you, sir. I want to recognize our facilitators from EcoBank and Access Bank. We welcome you. All other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you And of course, there is a lady, she's just like me, busy putting things together. And that's the coordinator of Oyo State. Mrs. Shade Aduko. That is Shade Aduko for you. We started NAWORG the same day in Lagos, 2005. And whenever you see anything on me as a dress, that is the brain behind it. She's been making my dresses for the past almost 4 decades now, 38 years to be precise. Wow. And that is the coordinator of NAWORG in Oyo State. Thank you for hosting us today.
Thank you. You're all welcome to Oyo State.
All other coordinators from different states that are sitting down, and of course our chairperson, sitting chairperson for NAWORG for now, and that is Mrs. Yinka Ibani. Thank you for coming. And there is another lady, very versatile, in Nigeria and West Africa, and also the vice chairman of NAWORG, and that is Chief Mrs. Anita Nana. Thank you, ma'am. And all lovely ladies from different city chambers. I've seen Oshu, I've seen Ogun, where we have even the vice chairman of NAWORG, Elijah Yoruj, and all of them, they inaugurated Ogun State chapter last week. You are welcome. And I've seen others from other states of the Southwest. And of course our MC, Mrs. Yinka Baramole Shadi. Yinka, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
And also the gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Well, I told you, Engineer Ismail Alapa is the president of Ibadan Chambers of Commerce, where you are sitting down in the hall. Nasima is the umbrella body for NAWORG, and also Nasima Youth Entrepreneurs. They are now even at the Premier Hotel. They are doing a big meeting summit there today of how are we going to build the summit of the Southwest for the Nasima Youth Entrepreneurs. So I will soon be leaving here to go there, then I come back here, because yours is a training program where we listen to our facilitators to see how can we manage our resources and access finance. I think we are going to remove the bottlenecks today. Yes. So please feel free. Ibadan Chambers of Commerce is one of the city chambers of commerce in Oyo State. Oyo State, you see, have Ogomosho, you have Shaki, you have Oyo town itself, Alaafin Oyo town itself. You have them together in Oyo State. But where you are sitting down today is the territory of Engineer Ismail Alapa, the president of Ibadan Chambers of Commerce, and also the national officer of NASIMA. Once again, I thank you, sir. And it is with great pleasure that I welcome all participants to the NAWORG CIPE Financial Literacy Workshop as part of phase 3 of the Empower Women program. I also welcome and thank our invited guests and facilitators who have taken time out of their little time, very busy schedule, to honor our invitation and share their wealth of knowledge with our women entrepreneurs in the whole of the West with view to better access to finance and the financial services as well as loans. As you may be aware, the Nasima Business Women Group, NAWORG, entered into partnership with the CIPE, Center for International Private Enterprises in Washington, D.C. in 2016. And the objective of our partnership is to build the capacity of women entrepreneurs in Nigeria, as well as share best practices for empowering women. This is against the background that for centuries, women in Nigeria have been in charge of commerce, with their communities, and they are found in all professions, successfully making their mark both locally and globally. And I'm going to say here today, those women of those olden times, like Efuro Yetinumbu, like Mama, Mrs. Franson Kuti, like Lodi Efuncheto Animura, like even just immediate past Yalobi of Ibadan, Alaja Amina, Abiodun, all these are past women that have made their mark in their area of specialization as entrepreneurs. So definitely you can see that women have been trying and they have made their marks when it comes to entrepreneurship to grow the economy of their country. The position is supported by a collaborative survey carried out by the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agencies of Nigeria, SMEDA, in 2013, which shows that female entrepreneurs accounted for 43% of the ownership structure of entirety enterprises in Nigeria. 43% women. So it means we can no longer overemphasize the image and the reason why women should have access to loans. Because if they have 43% of the business owners in these SMEs, definitely it means that they can be given access to loans to improve more of their businesses. However, surveys reveal that small and medium enterprises are faced with challenges of poor access to finance, poor infrastructure, inconsistency in government policies. Our women, if they are being given enough funds to run their businesses, then it means that business will grow and it will help the GDP of the country and our economy will grow. That is what it means. Because if you have claimed 43%, then by the time that 43% multiplies itself, definitely our economy will not be what it is today if they have access to loans. And so in addition to these, findings from the NAWORG and CIPE research, study and feedback from workshops carried out in phase 1 and 2, because this one is phase 3. We have had phase 1, we have had phase 2, but this one we are now saying why women empower Nigeria. Women empower Nigeria. Why? How? That is why we are going to rub minds together with our facilitators from banks, with all of us, and see where are the bottlenecks. What do we have to do? How do we resolve it? And how do we make sure we get very, very smooth access to loans, and then we are good entrepreneurs. This is the first stage picked by CIPE itself, and that's why I say you are making history. CIPE picked all the states they would like us to go. They are our international partners funding, but we must make sure that all these are areas where we have to look critically into. So this is the first one of the phase 3. The first one we had Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, Kaduna, and Abuja. So you can see how they spread all these geographical zones of Nigeria to make sure all our women are well attended to. Next week we are off to Imo State in Ogun, followed by Kano State, and then the federal territory Abuja. And so therefore, we are here to rub minds together. These are our facilitators. Don't let it end in this hall. Let us all make good use of how can our women access loans. They are sitting here representing different groups.
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Shadi. I'm a member of the Consumer Business Women.
Can you please tell us more about NAWORG?
NAWORG is a women's section of the Chambers of Commerce Minor Industry, and is to try and get to
How can we empower an average woman in business in Nigeria?
Well, that's part of what the program we're doing today is all about, so that we will inform everybody as to why they're not getting what they're supposed to get as a woman, or the opportunity given to women. If you find some people to come and tell us why is it they're not getting it, what is required, so that everybody will know and work towards the opportunity of getting it in the right way.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Oh, good afternoon.
Can you please introduce yourself, ma'am?
I'm Alaji Akilani Dawood from chapter of NAWORG.
Can you please tell us more about NAWORG?
NAWORG is just the women business group of the NASIMA, which is tagged as NAWORG. So just the women aspect.
How can we empower an average woman in business in Nigeria?
Well, with what we have been trying to do, as we all know that empowering a woman, we are trying to empower a great nation. Women in business, we go a great way to uphold an individual goal and from there a community to a particular nation. To empower a woman in Nigeria, give a woman a token and you will see how the money is going to flourish to a very big enterprise.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Well, we have the Nigerian Business Women Group, NASIMA Business Women Group, NAWORG, having a training workshop. We are in partnership with Center for International Private Enterprises from Washington, D.C. on how can we empower our women by having access to loans. Businesses can only grow if they have easy access to loans to boost their entrepreneurship. And that is why we are here, so that for the West here, our women can come together. They have come from Osun, from Ekiti, from Ondo, and Ogun. All of us together in the West, we are converging in Ibadan, Oyo State, the capital of Oyo State, to rub minds together. We have brought in banks, FCMB, EcoBank, and Access Bank, those that are women friendly, to ensure that how can we remove all these bottlenecks facing women getting access to loans. And that's why we are here. And we thank God that the Center for International Private Enterprises side, they've been graciously to fund this training workshop with us in partnership with NAWORG.
What do you think is responsible for women who are having difficulties in accessing loan all this while locally?
There are so many, and that is why we are here today. You listen to us and you see the reason why so many of them are facing different challenges of how to access loans. But you see, in this part of the world, women are taken for even, you cannot even get the collateral to be used, because every bank is asking for collateral, whereas women are better managers. We manage our homes, we manage our extended family in this part of the world, we manage our big babies, our husbands, we manage our children. Before a child will go to the father to say, daddy, I need it, he must have troubled his mother to the last. My mother, I need this. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need this. It is mommy that they turn to. But you have already said it. Educate a woman, you've already educated the nation. Empower a woman, you have empowered the whole nation.
Can you please introduce yourself, ma'am?
Thank you very much. I'm Chief Mrs. Anita Nana Okulibido. I'm the National Treasurer of NASIMA, Assistant Chairperson for NAWORG, and I'm also the President of the Council for Renewable Energy, President Women in Renewable Energy of Nigeria.
Can you please tell us more about NAWORG, ma'am?
Thank you very much. NAWORG is NASIMA Women Business Group, because NASIMA is the Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. So NAWORG is the women wing of NASIMA. And what we do in NAWORG is to boost the entrepreneurial capacity of women in NAWORG vis-a-vis whatever value chain of business they are in. We have to make sure they improve from time to time, on that value chain to boost the economy of Nigeria.
How can we empower an average woman in business in Nigeria?
The most important thing, which is why we are here today, is to empower a Nigerian woman in business through the access of finance. We have a lot of opportunities for financing women businesses out there, particularly in the developmental banks like BOI, CBN, and in the commercial banks too. Those of the commercial banks that are gender friendly, like Access Bank, Sterling Bank, Eco Bank, FCMB. We have the opportunity, but somehow women are not able to access that finance. So the way to empower women is to let them be able to understand the nitty-gritty of accessing the finance, plus the fact that even the government itself, the agency that is in charge of financing, like the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, should kind of put up gender-friendly policies that will make our women be learned and educated about access to finance. On renewable energy, by the grace of God, I've been very passionate about creating the awareness and making sure that everyone goes green in Nigeria, because in the value chain of the renewable energy, we protect the environment, we mitigate the climate change, and we also want to catch them young. So to help the girl child, even the boy child, we have started an initiative that we call One Nigerian Child, One Solar Light. That is, let every Nigerian child, let every Nigerian child have access to electricity through renewable energy sources. And Sterling Bank is actually collaborating with Women in Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria to have a success story of this initiative. We launched with Sterling Bank Green for Kids, or Kids for Green account, and it's a very successful.
Good afternoon.
Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
My name is Oluwati Asitebutope. I work with Access Bank.
Okay, ma'am. Can you please discuss with our viewers the package you have for women entrepreneurs in Nigeria?
Okay, currently as Access Bank, there's something we're doing currently for women, and it's really something to support women that are in business, and that's what we call the W Power Loan. The W Power Loan is for every woman in business, and there are different conditions and criteria in which you can access that facility. But wherever you are, whether you're in catering, entertainment, manufacturing, whatever it is you do, you have access to the loan. Now you can say, what is the perk to the loan? It's actually a loan that comes in conjunction with the Development Bank of Nigeria. So we're able to actually work at packaging what suits women, and we give them a very competitive interest rate. That is actually one of the perks to the loan. The rate currently runs at 15% per annum, and women can access this facility up to a tenure of 12 to 36 months. So it's something really exciting for women, whether you are a 1-year-old business, whether you are 2 years old, you are 10 years old, depending on which bucket you fall, you can actually access loans from Access Bank as a woman.
Please, what's your take on women empowerment?
Well, we are a bank that believes in the women industry, let's put it like that. So we support women particularly, and that is why we actually have this force behind the women. What we are not able to give to men, we give it to the women, because we are self-conscious that women rule the world, they run the economy. So that Access Bank is actually supporting women to make sure that their business booms,
And not just that, even for facilities that has to do with women health, we also support that. So for women that have challenges accessing some medical aids, maybe you want to have your children abroad, maybe you want to have some medical tests that you think you cannot afford, we actually give facilities that can still support this. So we are actually a women supporting brand, and we are excited.
My name is kudos. I work out for the Women Marketing Association. We have new products for women in business. We call it the WFR. All this for women in business. You must own the minimum of 50% ownership of the business. You must be ready for finance. The loan is for acquisition of assets, working capital, or expansion. You can collect between 1 million to 100 million, and is payable between 12 to 36 months, and has a discounted interest rate of 50%. We cater for every business in this state.
Yeah, my name is Johnson Olubana. I work with the FCMB and I represent the Women in Business team. Well, for women in business, we know that one of the major problems women in business have is access to finance. And for that reason, we want to bridge the gap. If we have a desk that is responsible for this, for women in business, the purpose is to help them in the area of finance, not only finance, and that's why we come up with a product that we call She Ventures. She Ventures is there to assist women in every area of business, in granting, in accessing credit and grants. For instance, in FCMB we have a product now that we call zero interest credit for women. We already have not a huge amount of money earmarked for this purpose. Women can access between 1 million and 5 million naira on this credit. The condition is that you must be a customer of FCMB. When you come, some other things will be explained to you. It's open to everybody. And apart from this, we have what we call DPN on lending credit to women. This credit is at a reduced interest rate compared to other credits, and the conditions attached are not as steep as others. Apart from this, women, they have access to other things in FCMB. We have what we call mentoring programs for women in business. We have some successful business women that can mentor, motivate others, that can encourage them to build their business. Apart from that, we have a relationship with some consultants that can offer services to these women at very reduced rates. We also have networking for women in business. We bring them together, we organize training, we organize seminars for them where they can interact, where they can learn, where they can network. We do all this in order to help women in business. And where you can talk to us, we have an email address. It's called Women in Business team at fcmb.com. You can send your mail to make any inquiry. You'll be glad with what you will see there.
In the next 3 months, we'll be giving testimonies. Like, of course, I'm giving testimonies about FCMB today. 3 months time, we'll be giving testimonies about Access Bank collaboration with women and EcoBank's collaboration with our women. We thank you so much. We thank each and every one of you here today. The media, gentlemen of the press, even when you have a woman amongst the press, we always call them gentlemen of the press. We thank you so much. And our delectable Mrs. Yinka Paramole shall be.
As we honor the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, to God be the glory for today, for great things He has done.